Hello and welcome to another video. I hope you are all having an amazing day out there. And it is well and truly the summer now. And to make things even hotter, today we are going to be taking a look at a Victini Vmax deck. Now, Victini Vmax for 2 energy can attack with max victory. That will deal 220 damage to Pokemon V. So can take really easy one-hit knockouts on pretty much all Pokemon V out there, and we can try and take knockouts before they are able to evolve up into the VMAX. Now, this attack only does extra damage to Pokemon V, so we have 2 attackers in this deck to help us out against those Pokemon GX and those tag teams, such as Reshiram and Charizard and Heatran-GX. We are playing 2 copies each of the Victinis Vs, the one from Sword and Shield and the one from Battle Styles. One from Battle Styles, maybe not as good as the Sword and Shield one, but with the 2 energy flare shot attack, can deal 120 damage, so can get some quick knockouts in the first few stages. This is a fire deck, so we are playing 4 copies of Welder, but because we are not as reliant on Welder due to Victini's only needing 2 energies to attack for that max victory hit, we are playing 4 copies of Boss's Orders, very powerful card, and we even have a couple of researches in the deck to help us draw through our cards. Then we have our other basic support Pokemon like Crobat, Dedenne, Eldegoss, Mew and Phione. So without much further ado, why don't we jump into a couple of games and see if we can't bag ourselves some wins. Okay, our opponent is going first in this game. Normally we would like to go first because then we can try and evolve our Victini V up before our opponent can evolve their Pokemon V. Not the best start. I think we'll start with the Phione in the active rather than the Dedenne. But we can take a look at what our opponent is playing. Swablu. So this one could be a bit of a hard match if we're playing against Altaria. Obviously, Altaria can block all attacks from Pokemon V and GX, and we have no other attackers. So, yeah, this one may not go too well, but we'll see. Oh, we may actually be playing a Crobat deck, which is interesting. Okay, I think what we will do, we'll discard one of our Victini Vs for a Victini V for ourselves. We still have 2 more Victini Vmaxes in the deck, so that's not too bad. And we have the Reshiram, but our Heatran is prized. Now, if this is the Crobat deck, their game plan here is trying to get back to the bench and put an Altaria up so we can't attack. So our bosses are going to be very useful for us today. I think we should probably get out the Charizard. We'll put that down as an extra attacker. We will switch into the Victini, because if we do get 2 energy onto it, we can take a knockout onto the Altaria, which would be nice. We need a Welder and 2 fire energies. It's a good start. So we get to take a knockout before they can evolve, which is good for us. We'll save the Phione because they will probably just send up the other Altaria for now. And then I think we will discard the Cherish Ball for a couple more fire energies, and we can start attaching to our Reshiram, and we will do enough damage to take a knockout on Altaria. So we still have 5 more prizes to take here. I imagine what's going to happen now is this will evolve. Ooh, Crushing Hammer as well. Tails! Tails is on our side. Tails never fails. And they're going to scoop up the Altaria to play it down again, because they're trying to thin their deck so they can draw some more cards. So they are not going to get to evolve this. We have got the Pokédoll, which is a little annoying. But they're looking for an energy. They'll attach an energy, use Stealth Poison to then go to the bench, and they'll be looking to hide behind a Pokédoll. I'm not sure what they're going for. Altaria, they can't evolve, so that's not going to help them. If they've not managed to find the energy, they can't attack. Oh, they've got the energy. So they're going to get another Pokédoll down. So they're going to have one Altaria going. But really, what we need is just to use our boss's orders. So there's our Stealth Poison. We'll go to 80 damage. And there goes the Pokédoll. Right. So we do have a boss. We'll evolve up and we'll attach. We'll play the Giant Hearth down just so we get the Chaotic Swirl out of the way. And what we could do is boss up this Crobat, and then they're all in on this Crobat V Max here with exactly 300 damage. It's unlikely we're going to get to use our Double Blaze GX. But what we can do... Actually, we had Eldegoss in the deck, so we could boss up... Let's boss up this one. We'll take our prizes. Leaves them with just the one Crobat to play with. And really, what we've got to try and do now is take a knockout on this last Crobat. And we now have access to boss's orders via the one in the discard. Using our Eldegoss, of course. And then we just need to find one more. Because it is unlikely we're going to get enough energies onto our Reshiram and Charizard to do the 300 damage with Double Blaze GX. Would be nice to see, but it's unlikely. If you haven't already, do make sure that you like this video. Let me know that you are enjoying these deck profiles. Really enjoying making them. A lot of fun. Talking through it as I play. Still getting used to that a little bit. If there's any decks you want me to try out, let me know. That would be good. So they're going to retreat into the Altaria now. Yeah. They could knock us out this next turn. Which is just slightly worrying. I think we'll play a Victini down. We will... Let's see what we get. If we get a boss off of here... No, just another research. I think what I want to do... I'll discard that research for my Goss. Then we can pick up the boss. We will boss up the Crobat. And then we just need to get one more hit on this Crobat. We have a Reshiram that is only one energy away. We could get knocked out with Max Cutter, but that leaves their Crobat in the active. So they're just going to go with the Stealth Poison. I think next turn we get knocked out by Stealth Poison. So don't necessarily... Oh. Just top deck the boss and you win. There we go. There's boss. We just played boss 3 turns in a row to take the victory. And that is our first game. Why don't we see if we can't get one more? Okay, Tails never fails. Except that time. So our opponent's going to go first. I'm guessing by the sleeves and the box art they've got going on. They're playing Single Strike Urshifu. We have a lot of Pokemon in our hand, don't we? if we are playing Single Strike Urshifu, I don't think the Reshiram Charizard is going to necessarily be the best card to put down, just because 270 is not a lot. And Marnie would be great. Maybe they're not playing the Single Strike Urshifu. Maybe they're hiding Rapid Strike Urshifu in a Single Strike deck? So I've already done a deck profile for Single Strike, and my version of it did not have Jirachi or Mew in it. Okay, we've at least got an energy. So let's okay, what we can do is we can discard this for 2 energies. We're likely going to get Marnied this next turn. And then I can Spreading Flame 1 onto the bench. So we really did not do much that turn. And we know our opponent has Marnie in hand. So we're likely to say goodbye to our Victini Vs that we were holding on to, which is slightly upsetting, because it would have been nice to have 2 Victini Vs going on our first turn. I'm starting to think that this is Rapid Strike Urshifu, and they've hidden it in Single Strike, which is good for us because they didn't get Rapid Strike Urshifu down, if that's the case. So we just get our other 2 Victinis. Okay. We should find out now, because they've got a Quick Ball, so we should find out what they're playing. And it is the Rapid Strike Urshifu. They tried to trick us. They tried to trick us with the Single Strike box. But what's slightly upsetting, I think, for our opponent, or for us, is that we're going to discard 2 switches. But we get to evolve both our Victini Vs and Dedenne. We're looking for an energy and a boss. We don't get the boss. We get the energy. We will play the Mew down. And then we can Cherish Ball and have a look at what is in our deck. There is a Crobat, so I'm going to grab the other Dedenne. We can't use this one because we've already used one. But we can calm it away for Crobat. And draw 4 more cards. Ooh, we have a chance of boss. It's going to be upsetting for our opponent. I could see them conceding. So let's just boss that up. And max victory. They're going to keep playing. They're going to keep playing by the looks of it. Okay, good. We still have a game. Oh, there's another boss as well. If we keep this hand, then it's not good. It's not good for our opponent. Our opponent really needs to get 2 not Victini Vs. We have Victini Vs. They need to get Rapid Strike Urshifu V down. And ideally 2 of them, because if they just put down 1 at a time, there is a strong chance that we are just going to keep bossing it up, and that will be game. Now, last turn they discarded a Marnie with their Quick Ball, because they'd already Marnied, so they got rid of the second one, I believe. Yeah, I think... Oh, reset stamp. Okay. Disrupt our hand a little bit. We still have 3 other copies of boss in the deck. Oh, and we just get the Eldegoss back again. But they do, to be fair, they have a chance of getting a second one down. They get a second one down, then it should be a better position for them. That might be what they're going for now. Or, oh no, they're putting that back. They've gone for... See, I don't think that was necessarily the best play, because I can then Eldegoss for the boss. Boss up their only Rapid Strike Urshifu V and take the knockout. And now they have a VMAX in their hand that is going to do them no good. And they conceded. There you go, really. Don't blame them, to be fair. We have won the coin flip on this one, so we are going to go first, because then we can evolve up our Victini nice and quickly, hopefully. Let's see what we get. Oh, our opponent mulliganed. That's nice for us. Some Cheryls in there and some Mallow and Lana. So there's a lot of healing by the looks of it. What has a lot of healing in with evolves? Can't think of anything. That's just a Snorlax. That doesn't help us. Let's get the half down. And let's discard a Pokégear because we already have Welder and Research in our hand, and I think we will leave it there. The annoying thing is that even with Victini V's Flare Shot, it can't do damage onto our Snorlax, or it can't do enough damage onto the Snorlax because of and it does 120. The Snorlax has 130 HP, but they are discarding a lot to try and get a bigger hand. So we're going to discard that. Let's put the Dedenne back in. We can save that for later. Oh, do we? I think we're going to try and Phione. We will the Dedenne, because then a Researcher or a Welder, we can try and get into our VMAX. It's fine. We've got our VMAX. Let's switch that for a Victini. They've conceded already. That game didn't last very long, did it? So as you can see, Victini VMAX is a very powerful card. With that max victory attack, Pokemon V do not stand a chance. And often your opponent just won't be able to get out their Pokemon Vs quick enough before you start knocking them out. And as more people play more Pokemon V and VMAXs, as we get closer to rotation, Victini VMAX just gets even stronger. We do have other attackers in the deck, but we didn't even really need them today. It was all about the big man himself, Victini VMAX. And that will just about do it from us today. If you haven't already, remember to like, comment down below what decks you would like to see. And all that is left for me to say is that I wish you the best of luck with your games. And bye!